Transmitiendo desde Descubre tu Música para Exa, los saluda Maximiliano Torres y me encuentro con el invitado especial de esta noche, Mark Ronson. Mark, we are at an event that is about discovering music. Yes. So we are curious about how do you look for music and talent as a musician and producer? Let's put aside the internet because, you know, it's kind of obvious, but what sort of things you do to discover what's new and what's exciting for you?
Well, you know, I came up starting off as a DJ in New York, so that's very much about underground culture. So, you know, you're always looking for new things. You're either going to see other DJs, you're going to see groups. You know, on this album, actually, I was looking for a female singer for the album, so we actually drove through the south of the United States from New Orleans through Louisiana, Memphis, Chicago, and went to about 20 or 30 churches to hear different singers to find a singer for the album. And we found this girl in Jackson, Mississippi. And so I'll find however you got to find it. Get in a car, go to the record shop, go to gigs, go on the internet. All those things are really important.
Do you have like personal gurus about regarding music? They don't have to belong to the music industry. Maybe people you trust when you want to discover something.
Yeah, I've got you've got those other DJs and stuff that are friends that you respect their talent. I'll listen to other people's radio shows, whether it's Zane Lowe or Q-Tip or Benji B on BBC. You know, there's a lot of great ways. I mean, there's so many great DJs, and you know, people put up their mixes on SoundCloud or whatever it is.
We are having this conversation right after the big phenomenon of Uptown Special, which is, from any perspective, like a huge career-defining moment for you. But I think that before this album, you already experienced a lot of what comes after success, you know, like fame, being an influencer, having power in the music industry. So what really changed for you professionally after this album?
Nothing really has been so crazy. I think what happens is, you know, the music industry, it goes in trends of who's hip, who's cool, who's big. And, you know, I had a few records, before Uptown Special that did well, and I had a few that didn't do well. So it's, the nice thing about having a hit is suddenly interesting, exciting people kind of, want to work with you. But I'm just going to keep on doing the same thing, which is just making the music that I really love to make and that I think is good.
Sure. Well, Mark, we're people from radio, and on behalf of my people, I have to say that we miss your radio program that you used to do on the East Village Radio. Can you tell us about, this experience of doing radio, and is there a chance you're going to do it again anytime soon?
Well, I love doing it because, I used to live in New York, and East Village Radio was such a cool thing. I mean, I'd love to do it sometime again, definitely.
My last question for you is, what's up next for you? Like new music for somebody else you're producing, or your music?
Yeah, I'm producing some other people. I never like to say while I'm working on it, because if something happens, it doesn't come out or whatever. But I'm working with, some people I find really inspiring, and I'm going to work on some new music for me as well. Hi, this is Mark Ronson, and you're listening to Exa 97.3.
And we be rockin' for you. And we be rockin' for you.